This is the 2025 John Cooper Works Mini Cooper Countryman. Countryman means it's all-wheel drive. It is designed for the country. It's designed for road trips and lots of people and lots of stuff. It's gotten larger for the 2025 model year. This is Oliver, and this is Oliver's baby. This is the 2025 John Cooper Works Mini Countryman.
Yes.
So, congratulations on the new baby.
Thank you very much.
It's beautiful. It also is large. It's not exactly mini, even though it's called a mini, right?
It's actually slightly bigger because we did a lot of research with our current customers. We talked to current Countryman owners, and we asked them what you are missing for the next generation. Is there anything we could change? And most of them said, well, it's a family car. I want to have a little bit more trunk space. And that's what we then achieved. So that's the reason why we said it should be slightly longer. And it's as well slightly taller because in terms of seating position, it's good to sit a little bit higher.
What do you drive, Oliver?
So actually I'm waiting for this baby.
You're waiting for this baby?
Yes.
Do you have babies to put in the back? Do you have a fur baby or a real baby?
Real, yeah, everything, like
everything.
3 kids and a dog. So it's now with this Mini Countryman, I can drive Mini again. That's the good thing, to be honest.
I like that. We all like that. We all like that. So why don't you walk us around the design of the Mini Countryman and tell us what sparks you emotionally when you look at different characteristics that you've added into this car. What sparks your emotions?
This is the JCW model. The Countryman itself, I think that's important. What sparks me in the front is that it has a certain presence. That was important for us. You see the bonnet, the sculpture in the bonnet here around the headlights. Our new interpretation of the power dome, which is a Mini typical element anyway, and a grille frame that is inspired as well by our new John Cooper Works logo. And that one is inspired by the racing flag, and the part of the Mini history is racing. We took a lot of attention to, let's say, a more vertical emphasis, more presence. We wanted to create a Mini that is solid, that is stable, that is mature. As a family car, you should feel safe. And there's some little hints in it, some vertical kind of crisp lines that are kind of lifting up the entire height of our new Mini Countryman. And our favorite element is that one. Here, all held in our chili red, so we didn't change the chili red. And Mini is always, well known for specific roof types. There's the contrast roof, then there's the helmet roof. This one we call the surfboard because from far away this looks like a fin. And why did we do this? Because we said even from far away you should recognize the new Mini Countryman as the new Mini Countryman. And what you have seen here in a close-up is our side scuttle, which has been in the body before. Now it's up there. So imagine that you're sitting in another car, in a different brand, looking at the side, and you see exactly which engine is it, which trim is it. Does it have all-wheel drive? So that's all important for us to show it on a different level. Looking at the rear, we wanted to clean it up. I think that's really important. And to me, and to us as a team, it was really necessary to kind of leave that area as clean as possible. You see there's a slight shape in it, bold surfaces, the place for the Mini logo, the Countryman letters, and the number plates now are underneath. And what you see, and it's more subtle actually, emotionally we wanted to have, let's say, a flush impression from the trunk lid towards the bumper. So there's not the classic bumper anymore, it's just one surface, and that was like really important.
Talk about the tail lights.
So the tail lights are as you can see, vertical. They are taller than today. And inside, we're talking about matrix taillights. The idea behind is that the customer in the future will be able to choose from 3 signatures. There will be the classic signature, where you have then the union check in an abstract way. You can choose a more expressive one, the favored one, or when you are, as you hear, sitting in the John Cooper Works, you can go for a John Cooper Works signature, which is then more vertically oriented.
And so, can you do that on this car? Can you pick the signature?
Sure.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So if you buy this car, you get to choose your taillights. And I can have one day and one the next?
You're going for that option, and then it depends on your personal mood. When you're waking up, you say, I feel sporty today, you change the signature.
So on the Queen's birthday, I can have Union Jack taillights, but on the 4th of July,
Exactly.
I can change it to something else?
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Okay.
So that's then up to you in the future.
Let's look at the cargo area here. So it's got a nice large cargo area. There is a little space underneath here, so it's got that second floor or false floor. This prototype has electric. All right, let's hop in the front seat. Will you hop in the driver's seat and show us around the interior? Door handles.
So first of all, I think what's really important, and I don't know if you see it in a close-up, there's a lot of like knitted surfaces in the dashboard, in the seats, as well in the doors. And it's not just a black surface, it's like really, it has 2 layers. There's the black layer on top, and then a red layer is coming up.
Underneath.
So that's underneath, and it's like, it's the, let's say, the depth we wanted to create, something that is just only possible with knitting. Looking at this little vertical stripe, normally you do have a stitching or you glue it. This one is made out of one process, so it's knitted. There's nothing in between. Oh, wow. So in terms from a technological point of view, that's the next level.
Mm-hmm. But then we have a leather. Is this a leatherette?
It's leatherette. So the interiors in this generation are vegan. But we have been working a lot in the quality of this. We call it Veskin. And again, it's like subtle elements here. You see that's not just one chili red. There's 2 different red tones in it and a light gray. So it's just these 3 colors that are kind of recurring in any of those corners. By the way, the 2-tone, you see it here pretty well in this little handle. And
it frames the wireless charger.
So here that's the cubby. And 2 cup holders.
So you can put a phone and
another one here, and it's going to be charged.
So there's a phone. There's a space to put everyone's phone.
And then this is an emotional part. It's we called it a jewelry box. We wanted to have
a jewelry box. Wait. You have a jewelry box in the 2025 Mini Countryman. Oh my gosh!
And you see how it's executed. There's a little strip. You pull on it, and then it's your little box in it.
Oh, I love it.
And it's something that you don't necessarily expect from a car. It's more like something that you might have at home. And that was our approach in general, to create a space, and not necessarily a car, where you feel home, where you are able to express yourself. And that's the reason why we went for like a detail like that, like a box. Or we have this little strap in here and a steering wheel.
Oh, look at
on the 6 o'clock spoke. It's then in another trim. It's different. So here you're gonna find the JCW colors again. And the idea behind that strip is then in the future that you might be able to change it. You might be able to personalize it.
Oh, so if I wanted to do my pink and green, I could do that?
That's exactly what we are working on.
Wow. Now let me ask you this: does this jewel box, is this removable? Does this come out?
Yeah, you can screw it off. So for
Okay.
safety reasons, it's screwed in. But
Gotcha. But you could take it out if you wanted to.
Exactly. Yeah.
Because I might need to put it on my kitchen counter.
That's exactly what we wanted to have, right?
That's excellent. That's
Yeah.
excellent. What's your favorite feature in the Mini Cooper, besides the fact that you can fit all your children now?
So in the Countryman, the favorite feature, if I'm telling you one feature, some of my team members, they would be mad. So to be honest, it's all of it in total. It's like that what you feel when you're getting inside. But there's details like, as I mentioned already, the knitted surfaces, how the team treated that. The round screen, the OLED is something that is modern and Mini typical. And the little detail is that one. What I love, what I really love, is like the turn key. So in
so
this
it doesn't
Mini,
come out, but you do have a key that you can turn.
so you can turn it on and off.
Yeah.
As in the 60s.
Oh, it says goodbye.
Yeah. And it says
That's
goodbye,
so
right?
Cute. That's
Yeah.
adorable. That's adorable. And so this is simplified, though. This is much simpler than prior models. Why minimize rather than doing? Why the change?
Because so when we looked back into the history of Mini, we observed that the initial idea of Sir Alec Isigonis was to really focus on that what's necessary. He didn't want to have any waste. And I've heard the same of the grandson of John Cooper, Charlie Cooper, and he said what my grandpa didn't like was waste. So, and then we as a team, we thought, okay, then it's maybe not the right way to proceed as it is today, but maybe to kind of push a reset button and say, so what is necessary? And from a functional point of view, there's not a lot necessary, and that's what we did. And at the same time, technology evolved a lot, and this helped us as well. It's like the UI, the system behind it is way more intelligent. You can do a lot more in the interaction. The way of how you are interacting with the display is a different one. So if you are, for instance, changing temperature, you're getting this kind of visual indication on top of it. So it's much more intuitive. Or if you're dialing up the volume, you're getting the visual feedback there.
So let me ask you this though. I noticed that there's something missing that also has been removed. Not there, but here.
The
right
instrument
here.
cluster.
The what? Wait, what?
The
what?
instrument cluster.
There's no instrument cluster.
Right.
But we do have a head-up display.
Exactly.
Is the head-up display going to be standard on all models?
I think in the US market it's going to be standard.
And so, but why get rid of the instrument cluster? We like to call it a driver information screen. But,
okay,
or
yes.
driver information display. But why get rid of that?
And because it wasn't there in the beginning. So the original Mini just had this round, how you call it? Information display.
I call it, driver display. Yeah.
It was a speedo. And we said, come on, if it's the speedo.
I was going to turn that down, thank you.
The
speedometer.
Right.
Yeah.
Let's try to get rid of it again, because we said on the one hand side we do have a big screen here where this area is exclusively for driver information. And then we did a lot of testings in terms of distraction. So the question was, if there was a information there or there, what is, let's say, more, or is this position more distracting than that one? The result was it's exactly the same. So then we said it's not necessary anymore, but the head-up display is anyway much better for that information, because you don't need to adapt from an eye perspective point of view. It's further away. And we, for us, sorted out that this combination is kind of the perfect combination. So specific information for the driver and the round center display for all passengers in the car.
I love that. I applaud that decision. I find not having a driver information screen reduces the distraction. I find that I listen to the car I'm in tune more with traffic
Yes.
and what's going on in the road.
Yeah.
It's just too much information. So, and it's hard to look away from a driver information display.
It's true. Yeah.
It's, you know, it's hard to unsee it.
Yeah.
So I applaud. I really like that. I love the, and then there's I want to point out one other little thing though. There is another little screen right there. And what is that?
That is the camera.
The camera that's watching the
you,
driver. For what?
For the driving assistance systems. So it recognizes when you are distracted, looking towards a different direction. So in case that you are on an assisted ride in a city, you're standing next to a traffic light and you're not looking at the traffic light, at the traffic, then you're getting kind of a hint that the traffic is going, and then you are able to start by yourself. If you're looking into in front of the road, then the Mini is going to start by itself because it recognizes that you are concentrated, you're aware of that.
So it's got your back.
Exactly. Yes.
I love it. I love it.
I would like to show you one little Easter egg.
Okay, we love Easter eggs. Go ahead.
So you see this little arrow here, which is normally a navigation arrow. You see that? What you can do if you say like, okay, somehow the arrow is a little bit boring, then you push the button, then you have your little
Mini.
baby Mini Cooper
Mini.
in there. Mini.
Oh, that's so cute. I love it. I love it. I like this one. This is the Tattletale. This tells you who's in the car. Will it tell you if I have my don't have my seatbelt on, right?
Right, exactly.
So you can.
So
look
when
and
I
you
turn
can
the
say,
seatbelt on, then it's gonna be
who doesn't have their seatbelt
green.
on? I have eyes in the back of my head, and they might believe you that you have eyes in the back of your head.
Oh yes,
you can see it on the
there
screen.
is an eye on the back. It's that one.
Oh, and what is this? This is the camera that's observing what?
It's a safety camera, but you can use it for making when you're on a trip with your family. You can you can shoot a selfie.
Oh, I
send
like that.
it like we're prepared for the trip. Or the safety aspect is in case that the car is parked somewhere, someone wants to enter the car without a key, then this camera is kind of...
It will catch that.
Yes, exactly.
That's very cool. Will it tell you if you like left your dog in the car?
As well.
Yeah.
Which
Can you see it through your app? Can you access that through a Mini app?
yes, you can. You can have the information on your app, but it's with a time gap in between, so it's not a live cam
It's not,
in that case. You know? Yeah.
So the 2025 Countryman, we're just going to call it Countryman. It's got a lot of names. This car has a lot of names.
Countryman is good.
Countryman will go into production in March of 2024 and will be in dealers in May of 2024, right? I can't wait to drive it. Thank you so much for your time, Oliver. This was fantastic. And
thank you very much.
Love what you've done. Love what you've done. Are you proud of your baby?
I'm proud for the team, to be honest, you know, because it was a lot of effort, and they are already on different projects because design is always a little bit ahead, and I just feel happy for them because, you know, they now are able, all of us are able to see the result finally and to talk about it.
So there you have it. Not just Oliver's baby, but the whole team's baby.
Exactly. Yeah.
Thank you, Oliver.
Thank you very much.